Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to the vlog. Today I'm actually out here at the steers again, but we are out at hay. I don't know, one of the previous videos I mentioned we were down to our last about 2 weeks of hay, and that hay has finally been fed. I'm basically out here right now. I just want to scrape up whatever is left so they can eat it. This is the last of it for you guys. Come eat it. Like the Last Supper, except for the cows. Soft block there for you too. Chomping on it. They're gonna eat it up. That's the last of it, and if we can get some hay, then we can feed them for a few more weeks. Looking at the forecast, we're pretty much in 60-degree weather, so the pastures are going to grow. The grass will grow, thankfully, but the reason we actually want to feed hay is we want something a little bit more solid in their diet. If they're just eating grass, it's kind of the grass, you know, because it's wet, it's a live plant, it just runs through their system real quick, and then we need some solids to put in there. Just like a human, we need fiber and stuff. If we have too much fiber, we get constipated. If we don't have enough fiber, it just runs right through us. So the solid stuff is what they need to kind of keep everything balanced. So that's why we want to feed them some hay. During the summer, we don't feed a ton of hay, but we always try to keep hay in front of them because we want them to be able to have some solids to eat. So one thing that we've always had on our farm sitting around, kind of always had a lot of random equipment sitting in places. A couple of them we still do use, but one thing I really want to use is this thing right here. This old bush hog disc, been sitting here for a long time. Yeah, we've never used this disc. Nowadays, no-tilling and things like that to prevent erosion during farming, that's becoming more popular. Around here, there's not as much conventional till, except for the Amish. The Amish do plenty of tilling and stuff, which they do a lot of mold boarding. We do have a mold board here as well, a 3-bottom that we only use for gardens, and which is very rarely. And one time we used it to kind of fill in a big old ditch in the waterway. I'd love to come out here and fix this disc up. The only thing I believe it needs is a piston right here, hydraulic piston that connects there to lift the wheels up, or lift the frame up and away from the wheels. That's really the only thing I believe that it needs. I don't really know what I would use it for, but it would be really nice for food plots, but it's a bit big, but you never know. So yeah, I don't really know what I want to do with it. I'd love to do something with it. Maybe with that plow, but they've just always sat back here for years and years. So yeah, I don't really know what I want to do with it, but I'd love to fix it up and give it a try. I'd like to give you guys an equipment tour sometime. That would be cool. But I'm gonna walk up here to where some other equipment is that I pulled out one time. Right here, we have an old cultipacker and a blade. You see, we like the red equipment. I have no idea what brands these are, but this right here, this cultipacker, I pulled out from those weeds right there. And there's this old scraper blade right here. This guy right here. So this old New Holland running gear was sitting in that pile with wood and briars all grown up around it. And this other thing right here, I pulled out down where the disc is at down there. And it's a spring tooth harrow, or a spring harrow. And it's supposed to, this thing right here controls it. It's supposed to go back. Like I said, we don't have any use for any of this equipment. The one, my great grandpa used to do like a lot of gardening and some organic farming. And a lot of this equipment was from him, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. But there's just random stuff laying around in this pasture that we have no use for. Now over here, I actually have, there's one piece of equipment that we do use, or did use, and that I would like to kind of fix up to use again, because it's kind of handy for some things. Right here, we used to use it. Used to use this bush hog quite a bit for this pasture. Back when my grandparents owned the place, they had some steers in here and they had the pasture, but they didn't have a ton of steers that ate everything down, so the grass would grow up pretty thick. So sometimes he would come through, my pop-up would come through and bush hog it. Since then, we've been using our lawnmower, which it can be rough on it. Oh my word. Oh my goodness. No way. Look at the baby fox. Guys, I'm literally just standing here and I just came face to face with this little fox pup. He's still standing there. Oh my word, he's so cute. My goodness, he's so cute. Hey, buddy. Hi. How are you? I don't want to bother him too much, but oh my word, is that adorable. It's so cute. Anyway, like I was saying, this bush hog we don't use a whole lot, and we use our mower now to mow down the pasture. We mow it down before it gets too thick and too much for it, but we do mow it and it gives it a good uniform look. The mower is nice for this stuff up top, some of the stuff where it doesn't get too thick. There are some really thick areas that are just really hard on that mower, and that bush hog would be nice to have. I mentioned in a previous video how there is something in the works for a piece of equipment. Today I was at a place moving a piece of equipment in preparation to do some repairs to it so that we could bring it here. So you can kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together, what you think it is, but there is something coming soon. So that's what I wanted to say. Here we go, guys. There's another one back in there. Ain't that adorable? I'm sure the mama's around here somewhere. Two little fox pups. That is so cute. Well, that's gonna do it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of this, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, give us a comment, and that means a lot to me. So thanks for watching. We'll see you later.